Waterbury's Board of Education deciding last night to drop the mask mandate in schools effective on Monday, and that only leaves 5 cities in the state that will still require students to mask up.
So why did Waterbury make the change 2 weeks after they announced they would still require masking? Fox 61's Tony Tersey joins us live from Waterbury with the answer to that question. Now, Tony.
Brent, Jen, good afternoon, everyone. We're live outside Waterbury's Crosby High School on the east end of the city. And, you know, students and teachers were surveyed by the school system on the subject of the mask mandate. And they said the results came back with about a 50-50 split. But last night, the Board of Ed was unanimous. Each of the Waterbury parents speaking before the Board of Education Thursday night in favor of ending the mask mandate.
Children are at extremely low risk from death, hospitalization, or adverse events due to COVID-19. They face a 3 to 4 times higher mortality risk from flu versus COVID and a 10 times risk of suicide.
Most suggesting Waterbury Public Schools' masking decisions are not based on science.
It upsets me a little bit to think that there are members of the public who think we're punishing children or abusing children.
2 weeks ago, the Board of Ed said masking would continue unless 2 of 3 COVID metrics put in place were met, and they were.
I was pleasantly surprised to see that those metrics met up, and it's like the stars aligned.
One requirement, a citywide COVID positivity rate under 10%.
At the last meeting, we had already come down to 7.5%. And we've since progressed to 4.3 last week and 2.9% this week. So we've met this indicator.
Another benchmark, fewer than 15 COVID cases per 100,000 people.
Last week we were at 15.5, which was just above the goal of 15. And this week we are down to 8.
The board voting unanimously to drop the mandate. So Monday will be the first day in 2 years the kids can unmask.
The tug of war behind opinion and science seems to have been lifted off our shoulders.
The only mandate or the only benchmark that they hadn't reached was the vaccination rate. They want 80% among students ages 5 to 17. Right now that sits at 35%, and the superintendent told me this afternoon they absolutely don't think there's any shot they will achieve that during this school year. We're live outside Crosby High School in Waterbury. I'm Tony Tersey, Fox 61 News.